Have you ever wondered why some women choose to live alone, without a man, without apology, and without looking back? In a world that so often ties a woman's value to her relationship status, this choice can seem bold, even rebellious. But for many, it's not about loneliness or giving up on love. It's about finding freedom. Living alone becomes a quiet, powerful return to self. It's where peace replaces pressure and clarity replaces chaos. Today, we're diving into the truth about women who walk this path, and why living without a man might just be the most empowering decision they ever make. Before we start, subscribe to the Mature Soul channel for more on personal growth and Jungian insight. You'll find the contents that change the way you look at life. And now let's begin. So what's really behind this quiet choice to live alone? For many women, it starts with a deep inner calling, not to escape the world, but to rediscover themselves. Living alone isn't about shutting people out. It's about creating space to hear your own thoughts without the noise. There's a profound difference between being alone and feeling lonely. When a woman lives alone by choice, solitude becomes sacred. Her home becomes her sanctuary, a place where she doesn't have to shrink, edit herself, or explain her needs. It's in this space that she often reconnects with passions she once silenced. Maybe she paints again. Maybe she starts a garden. Maybe she simply learns to enjoy her own company, something many people go a lifetime avoiding. This kind of independence isn't hard-edged or cold. It's soft, it's quiet, and it's deeply nourishing. The silence isn't empty. It's full of her, full of healing, full of peace, full of becoming. Living alone teaches a woman that her own energy is enough, that she can hold herself through hard days, laugh out loud in an empty room, and feel whole, not because someone else completes her, but because she finally met herself. But even as a woman finds peace in her own space, there's often an invisible weight she carries, the quiet judgment of society. From subtle comments to lingering stares, there's this unspoken assumption: why is she alone? Some may assume she must be heartbroken or too picky, or just hasn't found the right man yet. Others may even pity her, thinking she's missing out. But here's the truth most don't see. She's not missing anything. She's choosing everything. The pressure to pair up is deeply rooted. For generations, a woman's identity was expected to orbit around someone else, a husband, a family, a role to fulfill. But now, more women are quietly stepping outside of that script and writing their own. And yes, that can make people uncomfortable. Why? Because a woman who lives on her own terms challenges the status quo. She doesn't wait to be chosen. She chooses herself. She redefines what fulfillment looks like. It's not found in someone else's arms. It's found in morning light on her kitchen floor, in the quiet of her thoughts, in the strength of her own voice. Living alone becomes a quiet rebellion, not against love, but against limitation. Over time, something begins to shift. What once felt like silence now feels like strength. What once seemed like emptiness becomes fullness. This is the beauty of emotional self-sufficiency, a quality that living alone nurtures in the most unexpected ways. When a woman lives by herself, she becomes her own source of comfort, encouragement, and stability. There's no one to hand her the answers, no one to lean on in those quiet midnight hours. And yet, she doesn't collapse. She rises. She learns to soothe her own anxiety, celebrate her own wins, and walk herself through the low days with grace. This doesn't mean she doesn't need people. It means she no longer depends on others to feel complete. There's power in that. A gentle, quiet kind of power that comes from knowing you can carry yourself emotionally. It's also where deep self-love is born. She begins to know what she likes, what she won't tolerate, what truly lights her up. And when she does allow someone in, it's no longer out of fear of being alone. It's from a place of wholeness. Living alone doesn't harden her. It refines her. It teaches her to trust herself, to feel deeply, stand firmly, and live honestly. One of the most powerful parts of living alone is this: Every corner of life becomes yours to shape. From the rhythm of your mornings to the energy of your space, there's a quiet freedom in knowing that your life no longer needs negotiation or compromise. A woman living alone gets to listen to herself. Really listen. She decorates not to impress, but to feel at peace. She eats when she's hungry, sleeps when she's tired, and works on what truly matters to her. There's no pressure to explain why she wants what she wants. She simply honors it unapologetically. This kind of autonomy is rare in a world that often teaches women to prioritize others. But when she starts choosing her own joy over obligation, something shifts. She gets clearer, braver, and often more creative. Many women use this space to pour into their passions, whether that's starting a business, diving into spiritual practices, taking long walks in nature, or simply slowing down and healing. With each day, she begins to build a life that reflects who she really is, not who the world told her to be. She no longer waits for permission. Her peace becomes her priority. Her time becomes sacred, and her life, every messy, beautiful, authentic part of it, becomes a work of art that only she could create. Just because a woman lives alone doesn't mean she's closed off to love. In fact, many women who choose this path end up with deeper relationships, not because they need them, but because they want them from a place of fullness. She no longer seeks someone to complete her. She's already whole, and that changes everything. Love becomes a choice, not a lifeline. Companionship becomes sacred, not expected. She's more likely to attract people who respect her space, value her mind, and meet her on equal ground. Her boundaries are clearer. Her intuition is sharper. She can sense when someone is adding to her peace or disturbing it. And because she's not afraid to be alone, she's not afraid to walk away from anything that costs her too much of herself. This kind of clarity is a gift that solitude gives. It teaches her what love really feels like, not the kind that clings, but the kind that breathes, not the kind that demands, but the kind that respects. So yes, she may welcome love into her life, but not to fill a void, to expand a joy that already exists. Because when you learn to live alone and love it, everything that enters your world must rise to meet the life you've already built. Living alone isn't a reflection of lack. It's a celebration of wholeness and self-discovery. It's a powerful choice that brings emotional freedom, a deeper connection with oneself, and a life designed on your own terms. For the women who embrace this path, it's not about isolation. It's about becoming the fullest version of yourself, embracing your independence, and learning to trust your own voice above all. If this message resonated with you, like, subscribe, and share it with others. Let's keep this conversation going, because everyone deserves the freedom to live their truth, whether alone or with others.